Like, I'm winning. This is how we win today. Literally every chapter I'm like shook about something. It's putting me on edge. It's making me like wanna know what happens next. This is like domino affecting, isn't it? Isn't it? This is gonna come back later. I really don't know what is gonna go on here on this day. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new reading vlog. My name is Bonnie, and this week, starting on December 13th, is the Sprintathon, hosted by Pris over at Pris Sprints. So I am super excited to participate in this readathon. It's going to be super fun. Pris is doing like a bunch of reading sprints on her channel, and give an update on kind of my game plan, how I'm seeing this week kind of work out with the prompts that Pris has created. The first book prompt is Ready, Set, Go. Read a book you're excited for. And since Pris wants these to be done in order, since it is kind of crafted to be like a marathon sprint, like if we were actually running, but I will be continuing on my read from last week with Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. This is the concluding book in These Violent Delights duology, and I absolutely adore these books. I'm only about 100 pages in, but I'm just having a blast. This is a Romeo and Juliet retelling set in 1920s Shanghai, and there's the two rival gangs, the Scarlet Gang and the White Flowers, with our main characters Juliet being part of the Scarlet Gang and Roma being part of the White Flowers. And it's just character dynamics, feuds, families butting heads, and then there's also like mysterious enemy elements with a monster that's been roaming the streets of Shanghai that is kind of affecting both of the gangs, so Roma and Juliet have to team up. So I'm just having a great time. I'm living in fear for the later part of this book. I'm expecting emotional trauma. I'm expecting it, but I'm thrilled to finally be reading this. This is one of my most anticipated reads of 2021, so that is definitely fitting the prompt for a book I'm excited for. The third prompt that Pris has is for attending reading sprints, which I more than plan to do. I'm hoping to tune in, if not live, then once I'm available to watch them every single day. So no worries about checking off that prompt. Are to read an intimidating read, and for that I will be reading Starsight by Sanderson. If you've seen my TBR for December, you know it's on there, and it's been on my TBR numerous times. I've been meaning to read this one for years, and it just hasn't happened. But being that Titanic came out this month, I'm hoping to get to this one. This is Sanderson's YA sci-fi series that follows the girl Spencer and her shenanigans in a flight academy, and there's like an alien life form that everyone's been fighting, that Spencer and her people have to like live underground on this planet just for protection's sake. So a lot of cool like flight simulations and like proving you belong, and found family occurring, that sort of thing. So I adore Skyward, the first book, 5 out of 5 stars, and I just need the kick in the butt to read this one, and I think Sprintathon is just the thing to do it. So after the intimidating read prompt, the next prompt is So Close, read a book less than 300 pages. And for that one, I am delighted to be picking up Fangs by Sarah Anderson. So this is a super short graphic novel that everyone was raving about back in October. That is a sweet little love story between a vampire and a werewolf. So I think I could honestly knock this out in less than an hour when I get to this, but yeah, I'm just excited to finally know what this story is and just enjoy the cute little art. And I think it'll be like a nice little palette cleanser after the intimidating read of Starsight. And then the final prompt is you did it, reward yourself. So for my reward, I will be helping out my December TBR by continuing my reread of the Nevermore books by reading Hollowpox by Jessica Townsend. So that'll be a treat because these are so whimsy and fun and magical, and the beginning of this one is particularly Christmassy as well. So I'm excited for this to be my end goal. So yes, that is my game plan for the week. Stay tuned to see how well I do. I'm hoping I succeed because I'm bummed I didn't get a bingo for Festive Readathon, but I'm hoping with all the sprints that Pris has planned, I can tackle these books and be victorious for my Sprintathon session. So it is after work now, and thought I'd share my Sprintathon reading snack. So I have a mug of hot cocoa and mini marshmallows and some gingerbread cookies. So that'll be my reading snack. I don't usually snack while reading, but I do enjoy a beverage from time to time. So the hot cocoa warmed me up, and I'm hoping to have more progress on Our Violent Ends tonight. So, yum! Good afternoon, friends. So it is the next day, day 2 of Sprintathon, December 14th, and I just wanted to update on where I'm at with things. I did make progress on Our Violent Ends. I have it here with me in the book cover from the November Illumicrate unboxing, so don't be confused with it having a dragon on it. But I'm making my way downtown. I'm making my way through this. I think 170 pages in, so I think I read about 70 pages yesterday. We got some good scenes that I was loving, like the scene after a train skirmish was great. And something to do with a brothel was also this is escalating things, but I'm still super enjoying it and hope I can read more tonight. I have got a busy day ahead of me with work and some other activities. Me and my friends are part of a Christmas concert, so we'll be doing our dress rehearsal for that tonight. So don't know how much reading I'll get done, but I'm hoping to have some kind of progress. In about an hour, Sprintathon reading sprints will be happening over on Jade's channel, so I'm hoping to tune into that during my lunch break at least. Maybe have it on as like background noise in place of Spotify, we'll see. But also, my Illumicrate for December showed up today, and it had this super cute calendar, star-crossed lovers in it, and February's is Roma and Juliet. Oh, I think they look so amazing, and so it just felt right to show you that was there, because I'm like, I'm loving Our Violent Ends so much, and then they show up on the calendar too. I'm like, I'm winning. This is how we win today. It's time for another update. So I am now all tucked up in my bed, and I'm planning on reading a little bit more of Our Violent Ends before bed. It is like approaching 1 a.m, so I'm probably just gonna try and stick to only finishing a chapter and then going to bed, but we'll see. I read some really good parts earlier today. One of them that had me like super in my feels has to do with Marshall and Benedict. For those of you who have read it, it's like right after a fight scene, and you know, confessions take place, but like not to each other, to like other people or whatever, and it's just like, y'all love each other, but y'all said nothing in the first book when things were simpler. Typical, but I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. I did get a little emotional, like a little like potential moment of crying, just with like how hard Benedict is taking everything, but I'm still having a great time. So gonna read a little bit more, and I guess I'll chat to you tomorrow. So good night. Hello. I thought I could update you on some things while my car warms up, since I haven't really chatted updates today. I did get quite a decent amount read on my work breaks, and I did watch Rose reading sprints for Sprintathon that were on her channel today. I feel like I've hit a part now that I'm like 200 pages in and beyond of these violent ends, that like literally every chapter I'm like shook about something. It's putting me on edge. It's making me like want to know what happens next. Like I just want to keep reading, and unfortunately I'm so freaking busy this week that I can only read in little chunks, but it's been really great. There was a scene that was like a knife fight in an alley, and Roma and Juliet and Alyssa and Benedict were all involved in some shape or form. I'm not gonna like go into any further details, but like that scene, I was like, I don't know what the heck is gonna happen here, but I am watching. So that was really intense and intriguing, and just the aftermath of that, of like all those characters being aware of the situation. I'm just like, or this is like domino affecting, isn't it? This is gonna come back later. So that's escalating, and I don't know, I just feel like a lot of relationships are about to be tested, and I'm really into it. I just want to read more, so hopefully I can read more tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to chat to you again tonight, but I'm hoping to get, like, I think I'm almost at the 250 mark, so maybe 275, 300, hope so. Like, I want to get this done so I can get to my other reads, but I'm also really enjoying it, so, like, I don't want to rush it either. So I'm in a dilemma, but I need to know what happens. Hello, happy Friday. I got off work a couple hours early today because we had like a company virtual Christmas party, that sort of thing, so I have extra time to read, so that's hype. I have about, like, I want to say 50 pages left of Our Violent Ends. I'm hype that I'm gonna finally finish my first book for Sprintathon. Although I'm, like, scared of how it's gonna end, because, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the falling action has happened, but also, like, there's other things that need wrapping up or some kind of conflict or whatever, so I'm like, I really don't know what is gonna go on here on this day, but that is the goal. Hello. I'm currently on Lexi and Gavin's slumber party sprints, and I got a face mask going on, so apologies for the minimal face movement, but my skin needs it, and Lexi and Gav's slumber party sprints, they're all about the self-care moment, so that's what's going on here. I thought while a reading sprint is happening, I would hop on in to update that I have finished Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. I'm trying very hard not to touch my face with this book because I don't want to get face mask on it. But yeah, I finally conquered it, so first book officially down for Sprintathon. Overall thoughts, the last 70 pages, I would say, all felt kind of like falling action, even though it was, like, there was, like, a final battle scene, final fight that it was leading up to, so felt kind of flat for me then, but majority of the book I super loved. I super love these characters. I think they're so well done and just so appealing. I think the part in the story that really kind of lost me, not like in confusion, but just like in my 5-star feelings, was around the time, which I'll remain spoiler free, so I'll just say it was around the time things changed for Kathleen. That's all I'm gonna say, which my change in feelings don't have to do like specifically with Kathleen. It's more of just like when that happens with Kathleen and then moving forward, just how everything is handled with all the characters afterwards, that left me a little like meh feeling about everything that goes down. So didn't super love the ending. I didn't find it very satisfying, which, you know, it doesn't have to be a perfect happy ending, happily ever after, or whatever, you know. It's a Romeo and Juliet retelling, you know, stuff is gonna be messy. Just how, like, everything occurs, I wasn't entirely sold on. But, you know, I still enjoyed it, and I'll definitely reread it. I'm just giving it 4 stars instead of 5, which I'm a little bummed about, but I still had a fun time. Next up for the Sprintathon prompts is an intimidating read, which I'm still thinking I will read Starsight by Sanderson, but being that it's been such a busy, stressful week and a busy weekend as well, I'm thinking I'll give it a shot, but if I'm not vibing with it at the time, maybe I'll pick up something else. But that's the plan currently. Hello! It is now Sunday, and I need to do some updates. So yesterday was finally my commencement ceremony for my university. I officially graduated back in May 2020, but because of the pandemic, commencement was canceled and kind of like tentatively put off. Like, they were like, oh, we'll maybe see you in a couple months, and then COVID craziness continued to happen. But finally I was able to attend a commencement yesterday, so I'll insert some pictures, but it was really nice. They did still have everyone like 6 feet apart, like all the chairs were separated out for the graduates, and like everyone was wearing masks and all that. So it was a really nice time, and I'm just happy I have that like closure now. Because of that, I didn't do a whole bunch of reading, but I just do a little bit. So as I was previously thinking, I did read a little bit more of Starsight by Sanderson. I'm only about like 82 pages in, but I'm enjoying it so far. It is going like quite fast. I feel like it's expanding the world very swiftly, which I didn't expect everything to happen so quickly, but I'm intrigued. But I made the decision last night to put Starsight down, not because I'm not enjoying it, but because I really want to complete the prompts for Sprintathon, being that our Violent Ends took me so freaking long to finish. For Intimidating Read, I'm replacing Starsight with The Beautiful Ones by Silvia Moreno-Garcia. So this one is much shorter, and I consider this one intimidating because I read Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno-Garcia and really enjoyed it, but that is like mystery thriller, while this seems to be more like historical fiction with like a magical element, because they are like psychokinetics. So while I am intrigued by this book, I'm also like kind of scared because, you know, this is only my second Silvia Moreno-Garcia book, and it's completely different genre, so I'm uncertain on how I will feel about it. But last night I got about 30 pages in, and I'm intrigued. So far it's all been about like debutantes and like, oh, you have to be seen at the dance with this many dances and walk around the park and like, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know, Bridgerton vibes, you know, you gotta be seen, get a husband, etc., etc. But one of our main characters, Nina, is more of like a country girl, so like she isn't that concerned about like ladylike manners. She's more interested in like just like nature and like, you know, enjoying the sun versus like covering yourself up to be like perfectly pale skinned. And I don't know much about it, but it does say like that she likes collecting insects, so like butterflies and like fireflies, like that sort of thing. And she has some kind of powers going on, but it doesn't seem entirely controlled at this point. And she is interacting with our other main character, Hector. I keep forgetting his name. Other main character, Hector, who seems way more well known for like having a skill in that ability. So she's drawn to him for those reasons, and he seems to be like starting to get drawn to her because of her like unique behavior, kind of naivete, but like she's like saying what she wants to say, you know? And then there's another element as well. I don't think it's like mentioned on the back here, but it is like very quickly at the beginning of the story. But Nina's cousin has married a woman who is like the proper lady, so she's kind of like forcing Nina to like second guess everything. And that woman, I think her name's Valerie, I think it's Valerie. She used to have some kind of secret relationship with Hector. So like Hector seems still very much hung up on her. So it's like a combination of he's intrigued by Nina, but also like he wants to see this old fling or whatever. So I'm intrigued. So, being that this is a shorter one, I'm hoping I can finish this today, before other shenanigans tonight. I got a Christmas concert and Friendsmas, so wish me luck, but I'm thinking I will finish this one, and then for the under 300 prompt, I still want to pick up Fangs by Sarah Anderson. So as long as I can get this one done, I have complete faith that I can take care of Fangs, and then my prompts will be complete. So good luck to us all. Wanted to come in for an update. So I'm now about a halfway through The Beautiful Ones by Silvia Moreno-Garcia, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm on to part 2. I don't know if there's more parts than part 1 and part 2. Like, I'm flipping through it. I think there's only 2 parts, so I mean, I'll let you know if there's other parts, but yeah, I'm intrigued. I think it's like way more about like the setting and like the expectations of like this like grand season setting of like, oh, you have to attend balls, you have to be seen in public, you have to like do all these proper things to get married and all that jazz. So I think the setting, like the author just does it so well. Like I'm definitely sucked in and like totally convinced by this world. The telekinetic powers are like lightly there, but they aren't the main focus, which I figured from the synopsis, but it's still fun to see that going on. As for where I'm at, with it being now part 2, kind of what goes on in part 1 is like, you're getting to know these characters and their dynamics between, oh my god, I keep forgetting the guy's name, Hector. So like Hector is drawn to Valerie, and Valerie is super strict and controlling towards Nina, and Nina is drawn to Hector. So like it's all like their character dynamics, and part 1 kind of ended with some revelations among the characters. So, and part 2 seems like a few months later. So I'm intrigued to see where it goes from here, since like those revelations kind of created rifts in different relationships and dynamics and that sort of thing. So I really don't know where it's going to go from here, but I'm definitely intrigued. Valerie gets me so angry, but like that's just how she is, you know, like she literally even like admits about herself that she is like a jealous person. So I just have to keep telling myself that I'm like, this is intentional, I'm getting angry at her because this is just how she is and all that. So that's an interesting experience. And then I really root for Nina. Just like her outlook on life is just always towards the positive, and like just appreciating nature, and just like, you know, communicating all her thoughts and wants and all that. So like I feel like her as the main character really pushes along the story and like gives a brighter light to the situation, even with like Valerie trying to like bring her down, kind of hone her into a lady, that sort of thing. What we know so far of Nia, she's just always on the bright side of things. So I really like her. Hector, I'm on the fence about. I like kind of how he struggles with his feelings, just like the musings of love and like infatuation and young love and all that. I think exploring that is very interesting, but he's also like compelled by Nina as well, but like I feel like it's the compelling in the way that you don't even realize you're drawn to that person right away. So like I don't know, I'm just vibing and I'm enjoying it. But yeah, so far so good. I'm hoping to finish this off soon. Hello, it is the next day, so Sprintathon is officially over, but I do have some updates. So I did finish reading The Beautiful Ones by Silvia Moreno-Garcia, and I loved this. I was enthralled, I was sucked in. This feels like you are in this world for so much longer than you are, because this book is under 300 pages. It's like 292 pages, or at least that's what my copy is, and oh my god, it's so captivating. I feel like anyone that really enjoys watching like period dramas could really enjoy this, like how Bridgerton got so big and everything, because it does have like the It does have the, oh, you have to attend the parties, you have to like walk around the park, be seen, you have to socialize with the right people, behave the proper way for, you know, meeting societal expectations and getting a proper marriage and that sort of thing. So it's all like complex relationships with other people. There's gossip. So like there's that aspect of it. And like with just a little bit of magic going on, like just really the teeniest, tiniest bit of telekinetic powers. Like, don't go into this expecting like extreme magic kind of thing. It's just like, Nina and Hector have that skill, so it's kind of like a thing that bonds them together. But it kind of happens more in the background, or just like slight little moments of it. It's not a huge part. Just enough to like create a little whimsy, and also kind of convey their emotions as well, since especially for Nina, it's kind of like a natural reaction kind of phenomenon. But this book is just so well done. Like, I feel like it explores so many different aspects of love and forms love can take, like how love can be like innocent and beautiful and sweet and like just entirely giving, while there's also times where it can be selfish, self-centered, jealous, possessive. Like I feel like this book really shows so many of those things, and just like self-revelations as well as like just plot revelations as well. Just so much happens in these pages, and it was like I couldn't stop reading. I was so stressed at some of these points. Valerie steamed the heck out of my vegetables, like, oh my god, oh my god. But you also like see where her actions are coming from, because she is aware of who she is as a person. Like, she knows she's a jealous, possessive person. She wants to be entirely cherished. She wants to be in a position of power but not need anyone. So like, I hated her, yes, but I understood why she was doing the awful things she was doing. So it just, I feel like these characters are so dynamic and intriguing, and just, and I root for Nina so much. And like, even though Hector like irks me sometimes, like, again, I just see where he's coming from, because he's just so connected to past connections, and like old perspectives, and just how he perceived things in the past versus seeing what the actual truth is. It's amazing. I loved this. And like the ending is just so lovely. Like, literally at the end, like 2 little tears just came out of my eye while I finished it. It was just so good, so good. Silvia Moreno-Garcia just does settings so well. Like, you just sink right into it. You are enthralled, you are encapsulated, like you are there. You are seeing it all, you are feeling it all. Like, it's amazing. So I definitely need to read more of her books, because I really like Mexican Gothic, and like I said, this was 5 stars, 5 freaking stars. So I need to read more of her work, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy with this one. I'm happy I got another 5-star read in this year. But yeah, so this takes care of the Sprintathon prompt for an intimidating read, because I did not know if I would like this one or not. But I did. And then the final prompt was to read a book under 300 pages, which technically the Beautiful Ones would have counted for that, but I kind of wanted to do a book, a prompt. So after that, I did pick up Fangs by Sarah Anderson, and this was so cute. I gave it 4 stars. This is a graphic novel love story between a vampire and a werewolf, and it's just really cute and wholesome. It's really fun how it's got like puns about vampires and werewolves, but also like just wholesomeness, and I don't know, like each page is kind of like a story within itself, so like you see the gradual development of their relationship throughout the pages, but it's not like an actual plot story going on. It's just like little glimpses of their lives, and it's just so cute. And definitely one I will reread in years to come. Potentially it will become 5 stars then, but yeah, this was a super quick read and very cute. So with reading Fangs, that took care of the final reading prompt. So I have completed the Sprintathon prompts. The final step was to reward yourself, and I think I said at the beginning of the vlog I would be rewarding myself by getting to continue my reread of the Nevermore books. So I will be doing that the following week, and I'm looking forward to that since I have Holopox on audiobooks, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so Sprintathon was a success. I'm really pleased with my reads, especially since they were all like 4 or 5 stars, which is a delight. And it was a lot of fun just kind of tuning into sprints every day and all that. So I'm making great progress on my December TBR and just had a good time. So that'll about do it for this reading vlogs. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.